Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero of Sight, Defender of the Fatherland, all for an exciting 1 vs 1 on Crossroads. The setting is France 1944, somewhere west of Cannes. In the south, we got Vonivan fighting for the Oberkommand West of Germany, Deutschland, the 1 and 16th Panzerdivision Winhund, tasked with clearing out any Americans hiding here in the Bocage. Versus them in the north is TwistedTootsy, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, the 3rd Armored Division, trying to make their way through the mess and into the open terrain, where they can operate more freely against the Krauts. Vonivan here with special operations, double looks bulletins by 1 infantry going for a Kuhwagen start. TwistedTootsy here with airborne, recon support, and mechanized with infantry aviation and bazooka range bulletins. Barbed wire going down around the tree there, the bushes there, so the Germans can't easily use them. They got a Dodge truck out here again, so it's going to be something similar to the last match, which will certainly be interesting to see how he handles it this time around. Setting out of there, Vonivan extending his hand aggressively and greedily towards the east, allowing the Kuhwagen to grab territory on the rear, but of course with a Dodge truck out, his Kuhwagen could find itself pretty hard countered, and it is rather weak to these sort of motorized tactics. Tank trucks up here, racing stuff there, lying to set up the Dodge truck, but at the same time not fall too far behind on territory. TwistedTootsy rolls out for America, freedom and democracy, going for the full up close and ugly. Allowing himself to play aggressive, they go full treat. If Vonivan, he takes no chances. The Dodge truck is also basically pushing around the full screen, so they can't land a shot. Going then for the fuel point there. In the west, progress being made. Barbed wire being laid down around that tank truck as well to ensure that Vonivan can't use it against TwistedTootsy unless it gets around to cutting the actual wire. Vonivan so far deciding not to engage the Dodge truck head on. Is it going to try and play around it? Not a bad idea, though. Can't last forever. Kuhwagen being sent in the opposite end of where the truck is. And we can see that TwistedTootsy just moves on as soon as he gets to the point neutral. He knows that there's no point in grabbing it right now since he won't be able to do anything with it. Better to try and do as much damage with the Dodge truck. And there you go again. He's pushing around the Sturmpanzer because they're going to be allowed to shoot freely. They can do a lot of damage to the Dodge truck very fast, but if he just keeps pushing them around, they can't shoot back at him. So there you go, falling back. Got one Sturmpunier. Cool. Truck's going to need to fall back for some repairs. Reasons over. So Fultz goes double squad. We've got more rifle on the way there for TwistedTootsy. Fultz is opening up the rifle and repairing the truck. They can also begin upgrading it with a 50 caliber machine gun for added infantry versus the German infantry. Vonivan quickly flooding his ranks with Fultz going to need more cheap infantry with which to engage the armies. Truck, they're almost good to go. Rifle squad number 2 they're moving in, and we got a fast lieutenant here for TwistedTootsy as well. More firepower here to follow up on the motorized madness that he's clearly planning. Fultz versus re-echelons. Oh, we could see a wipe, we could see a wipe. Yes, indeed. Vonivan gets the first motorized wipe, and not TwistedTootsy, despite more actively aiming for a strategy involving it. Oh, the humiliation. And we go another squad that repulsed. 50 caliber halfway done. There we go, Fultz is being surrounded here. Vonivan needs to retreat this very soon. And 50 caliber is seconds away from being ready. He's going to rush the Sturmpanzer because as soon as he gets the 50 caliber ready, he can do a lot of damage up close, and there we go. Sturmpunier being rushed off. He's going to have to hit the fuel pump as well as Vonivan. More Fultz grenadiers. Did he actually lose the squad? Am I missing something here? Yes, indeed, he actually did get a wipe somewhere. Very good work there for TwistedTootsy. Very good work. Quickly popping out there. I think that was a mistake. He probably meant to just get the crew up. Or is he actually trying to repair here? Though that's a bit ambitious, considering how close it is to the front line. Need to fall. Oh, right. He doesn't have techs. He doesn't have Panzerfausts. Still, bit of a risky setup there by TwistedTootsy. Has to fall back, doing a lot of damage to the Germans out in the open. The rifleman and the 50 caliber there, laying down some heavy damage. Up west here, rifleman Rearson pushing back. The Fultz squad here. Up there, Lieutenant is ready. We'll have to see what TwistedTootsy goes for next. Could be 50 calibers. Could be an M20. Could be the anti-aircraft half-track. Vonivan there with the battle group headquarters. I mean, considering doctrines and everything else, he could very well end up with a mechanized regiment and pull for looks here against TwistedTootsy. Of course, he could pull for other things. I mean, it looks right now would be quite nasty for TwistedTootsy, so it could work out. It could work out. But the resource harassment makes it a much harder choice there for Vonivan since he's not getting a lot of fuel, meaning if he tries to go for the looks now, it's going to be hard. Oh, hit a mine. Nice smart work there for Vonivan. Fultz is being dealt with by the lieutenant. And the Kuhwagen could very well be the next to fall. Anti-aircraft have to go away for TwistedTootsy just further at pressure that way. An aggressive move, but certainly makes a lot of sense here. Vonivan is going for the Mechanized regiment. He is determined to go for the looks. Or possibly a Puma here to help deal with whatever comes. So a bold maneuver here by Vonivan, to be honest, since again the fuel supply is looking pretty weak. I mean, whatever he plans for is going to be several minutes away from now. And TwistedTootsy already hitting him with an anti-aircraft staff, taking a matter of seconds. So the overall challenge here for Vonivan is how does he get himself out of this pretty sticky pickle that TwistedTootsy landed him in the early game. Again, in part thanks to the Dodge truck, but also just aggressive tactics, raid tactics, and then also very important, of course, consistent fuel raid tactics. In that particular, that's a big one. And we see the TwistedTootsy is basically going to take the advantage, or he's got rolling with it further by building a fuel cache. Sneaky and devious. And of course, Vonivan, as the orbital modernist, has absolutely no tool like that. No fuel caches, so whatever lead he's got, he can't in that sense catch up, to TwistedTootsy's lead. So he's actually in a pretty sticky situation here. And TwistedTootsy's motorized tactics there does not really help out. Panzerfaust there, anti-aircraft deck moving in, Kuhwagen moving up, but that's just going to be an absolute disaster there for Vonivan. I think Vonivan's best choice is right now just to give up here and try and make a big, hard, fast push up the west side, secure the cemetery and try to dig in there, rather than trying to push in here where now TwistedTootsy is going to be pretty prepared. He could still do it, but it's just going to, I think, be quite costly there for Vonivan to try and break through. I'd say also at this rate, he's going to likely end up just going for the command panther, that way try and push back against TwistedTootsy. That Kedmev on the way there for Vonivan. To help deal with all the vehicles makes a ton of sense, obviously. There's some hanging about here. We got the ambulance almost down there for TwistedTootsy. Men have certainly seen combat, and a lot of them have seen much better days in the process. But otherwise, TwistedTootsy is just in control of the fuel. I mean, he's getting 45 fuel per minute, whereas Vonivan's getting 13 fuel per minute. That is a massive difference. I mean, that is more than 3 times as much fuel as Vonivan is getting. And again, that's part of the map. With Crossroads, it just has more points. Like, you can just get like this. You can spiral out of control very fast fuel-wise. But we'll see what ends up. We got Shumin here to protect the car point a bit. Very good move. Very good move. I mean, he could go for the looks, but at this rate, I'm certainly anticipating a Puma more, since that can help deal with the Dodge truck and the anti-aircraft tactic better. Plus, any armor TwistedTootsy is going to go for. The premium Sherman's going to be a tricky they can all help deal with. So I'm at this stage suspecting Vonivan going for the Puma. I mean, it will be the choice that makes the most sense. I'd be deeply surprised if he did go for a looks instead, considering he's just how far behind he is TwistedTootsy in the resource game, in which case the Puma is usually your best bet and just catching up. Trying to cast a half track and sort of take a Rakedma shot into it at 2. Does not quite work out. Though it does get his hit off. Can't Panzerfaust in the centre of the Dodge truck. Gets a wipe. Lieutenant and a Dodge truck with a 5th caliber is a lethal combo. Able to overwhelm any unit in a matter of seconds simply due to the sheer amount of firepower. You got the 5th caliber, you got the bar, and you also likely got the Thompson for any close range targets as well. So that's just a ton of close range firepower. And again, mobility. It's a absolutely vicious combo there. TwistedTootsy to get going. An absolutely vicious combo. Mines being laid down again to help catch up light vehicles. And there we go. He's going to sneak up. He's even using overdrive or step on it. Oh, sneaky. He makes a full degree swing. They're trying to get behind and catch some units off guard. Vonivan's going to try and bait him into the Kedna. If TwistedTootsy doesn't buy it, unfortunately they're being forced back. They could get gobbled up. The truck on the retreat, though, if TwistedTootsy catches onto it. More mines being laid down here. Yeah, he's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Oh, that's going to be another wipe. He's going for the looks. Vonivan is going for the looks. The madman. Despite the situation, he's actually committing to a looks. That is incredibly bold. Mine goes off there accidentally. TwistedTootsy is yet to take out, but the looks, while going to be useful as the infantry and the light vehicles, is not going to help him a lot versus whatever armor comes down the road. So again, I do feel like you'd go for the Puma, but that is ultimately Vonivan's decision. And of course, Vonivan likely has a plan of his own. Truck there falling back, 6 kills, 7 kills on the lieutenant in there. Rakedma for cool bunch sneak up. He's going to try and take out the half truck with that. And he's rushing in ahead there. Oh, he's going to bull rush the full gun. He's going to get Panzerfaust though. And the Panzerfaust can't hit it because the Dodge truck is just so far away. It just fails. Good God. There we go. Looks out for Vonivan and the 1 16th Panzer Division Windhund. Mine's been cleared out here. Vonivan's defensive play just continues to be absolutely beleaguered as TwistedTootsy just heaps on the pain and the punishment. Still no take it there for TwistedTootsy. A decisive help there for Vonivan. Like, the longer he doesn't get that, I mean, the more chance Vonivan has getting some good damage, and you maybe turn the game around. There you go. Looks blocks the path of the half track. Very nice work there for Vonivan. Very nice work. And, oh, abandons it. Bazooka fire there. Appears he gets it, but still the looks could go down nonetheless, which would be absolutely catastrophic here for Vonivan. Falls back. There's Rears and Pursuit Vehicle crew moving in as well there. He's just attacking here, doing what they can to support the looks, but there you go, more bazooka hits, tearing through the frontal armor. And we got the dart truck blitzing in, going in for the support weapons. He's going to try and just wipe as much as he can on retreat. Mine nearby, Fulton moving up there. Can he get off the Panzerfaust? Oh, he's going to get it, Damage engine, looks, is, taking so far path to ensure it doesn't get, the mine! Oh, there we go, almost gets the lieutenant as well. Both flight vehicles down there for TwistedTootsy, but the damage otherwise done is massive. So much damage, so many casualties. This is a crazy fight so far. But again, that does seem to be the hallmark of TwistedTootsy as of late. Like, any match of them is just going to be nuts. There you go. Vonivan looks like he's finally realizing he needs to push another direction rather than just constantly attacking into TwistedTootsy position here. Grenade assault trying to flash them out. He probably should have gone for the incendiary grenade, I think, there. Bit less wind up as they sort of begin throwing all that. Fulton versus Rafton here. Fuel cache being laid up. I'd only done one there, but apparently got this destroyed and then replaced. Interesting. But finally, TwistedTootsy's taking up, and that's definitely going to make things a lot harder here for Vonivan, who again only has the looks to, from the Mechanized regiment. Plus, he's got one kid in there. So, I mean, he's likely going to have to end up going for a Puma once he gets the manpower and fuel for it. Because the resource situation right now for Vonivan is looking pretty grim. Going for an MD-34, that's going to help. Salvaging any vehicles you can is also not a bad idea at all, I think, there for Vonivan. Kuban also still up. We got Luke setting out here. More full grenadiers for Vonivan to replace the ones lost beneath the violent blows of TwistedTootsy. Sandbags down there, looks patrolling, looking for easy targets. Needs to be careful because doesn't hit a miner, gets ambushed and then knocked out with bazookas. Or say a tank, because TwistedTootsy is going for the 76mm Sherman. More mines being laid down. It's probably here by the rear, so need to be careful about that. Sherman out. For now, it's going to even another Academy of a minimum, and he might also have to go for a Puma. 300 points left for Vonivan, 488 for TwistedTootsy. Adding the 50 caliber there to the Sherman tank. Catching the folks out, and there we go. Quick kill. Poor Otto is dead. My God, seek out Otto. It's a bastards. Oh, direct hit on the Kuban Kevlar, decent hit in return now. And the Kubelwagen goes down. What rotten luck. But it can be salvaged though, it can be saved, or you could just salvage it directly for extra fuel. But that might not quite work out since racing about the bazookas. There we go. Kubelwagen wreck major there being pinned down. Sherman falling back for some lighter repairs there as Vonivan is trying to push ahead. He can soon go for the Puma. We'll see if he tries to go for that or he's just going to go straight for the command panther plan. Oh, he calls an artillery strike on the MG-34 to keep up momentum here against it. Vonivan, and he gets the machine gun crew. It is wiped. It is gone. Oh my God. TwistedTootsy does not relent. He shows no mercy, no pity. He is a machine of democracy and liberation, liberty. Okay, now everything needs to be careful. It's going to get wiped, I think. Lux can't support either. He is going for the Puma. He is very much going for the Puma. I mean, he's got no other anti-tank weapons. And even the Puma's going to struggle versus the 76mm of Sherman, but he might have a chance compared to, say, the Lux. Sherman is just an absolute menace there to Vonivan's troops. He's shooting through them, murdering units left and right. Lux awaiting repairs. Machine guns by Kedma is just abandoned all over the place. More folks come these for Vonivan. Puma is gefechtsbereit, 234-2. There we go, direct hit on the Sherman from the Puma. Another hit. A small bit of relief there for Vonivan and the German army. Lieutenant Raffman sending out troops of healing reinforcing. Could easily go for another Sherman here, which would give, I think, Vonivan's Puma a really hard time. Though there is also, I think, potentially the option for Jackson or something else, but like double Shermans right now would be a massive threat there to Vonivan. I mean, one Sherman is already a decent threat, but like with just one Puma and Rakednov, he's going to have a very, very hard time stopping two double Shermans. There you go, TwistedTootsy does go for a second one. MU-34, they're being recruited. Puma hanging that, waiting for some proper targets to shoot at. It's just American infantry. I mean, I'll shoot if I have to, but I'd rather, you know, shoot something a bit bigger. So they are pretty big for Americans. I mean, they are kind of fat.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
View crew there grabbing the fuel point. Lieutenant there getting absolutely pummeled by heavy German fire from machine guns and light reconnaissance tanks. View crew pushed off the fuel point, defending that here for Vonivan. In the west, a bit of light harassment. We can see he's setting up a fighting position outside his opponent's base. Like, if he's not blocking it with barricades, he's setting up machine guns. My god, and rifle grenades. TwistedTootsy, you mad genius. You mad genius. Sherman bounces a hit there from it, and we got double Shermans out. How will Vonivan's Puma handle all of this? There we go, direct hit as his shots bounces off. Luke's moving to try and deal with the infantry, but needs to be careful here. There we go, some hits on the Sherman. Some hits. Need to fix up the Puma fast though. He could actually begin raiding Vonivan's base. We could clear out the fighting position then somewhat. He could actually threaten a portion of the base easily. So it could be an idea there for TwistedTootsy just to begin doing. Just, you know, drive up, knock out the flak emplacement, and just begin shooting at the. No, he doesn't have to. He's clearing it out with the rifle grenades. You could even. Oh! He could clear out the crew, steal it, and. My god. My god. While everybody's playing chess, he's playing like fucking 10D chess. The madman. Again, with standing right, we got Rifle setting out. Straight into the Lux and the Puma taking heavy fire here. We got Major moving up, taking exposed fire as well there. And there we go. He's TwistedTootsy. He's actually doing it. God, he is doing it. He is putting every other player in Company Heroes to shame. Everyone. And he could actually clear out a Rakednov with the Sherman of the flank plate. No, Rakednov for heroic. No, it doesn't stop it. It's still firing. It could still get the Rakednov. No, there we go. It is stopped. In these, though, Vonivan is slowly pushing back. TwistedTootsy, he's beginning to push into the base. At least to try to. And there he goes, straight into the fighting position. We got Sherman's waiting as well there. Direct hit on the Puma. Direct hit from the Sherman again on the Puma. Need to be careful there. Vonivan need to be seriously careful. Got the fighting position, but the threat to his western side of the base persists because, again, like, TwistedTootsy can just begin waltzing up infantry that he wants to. Oh my god. Folks, they're being absolutely blasted by the double Shermans out in the open. I mean, It's certainly a testament to Vonivan's skill. He's still holding on, by the way. Despite all of this, Vonivan is holding on. He is not caving in. He is holding his ground versus TwistedTootsy's absolutely insidiously ingenious tactics. Lieutenant vehicle moving up, rifle and re-echelons as well. Troops healing and forcing, bazookas being handed out like they're candies. TwistedTootsy can easily just keep pumping tanks out here versus Vonivan. We need to be careful, right? Oh, they're losing the vehicle crew here. 2 Vonivan's Lux and Sturmpionierer. Looks like TwistedTootsy might be biting off more than can chew for the brief moment here. Looks like gaining veterancy too. Oh dear, might have extended his shown a bit there. And he gets Pantherfaster right close to the kidnapper here, and there's no support nearby. This could get a bit ugly here for TwistedTootsy's Sherman, and the other one running into the Puma. No, kidnapper here. He could actually lose his tanks. Gets the Puma. He could lose the Sherman, and the Sherman goes down. He might even lose the second Sherman here, but he did get the Puma. That's big, but even get rid of 2 Shermans, that's pretty big here for Vonivan. I mean, that's basically then. Oh, he lost the kidnapper, but still, that's a lot of manpower fuel down. That is basically for TwistedTootsy, I think, getting a bit too overconfident, too cocky, and then Vonivan punching him for it. But even then, just so much damage is done in the end. My God. 22 kills on that Sherman. He's basically trying to bait him into destroying it, leaving the crew so he can just pop it into something else. That's actually pretty damn clever. He's looking to preserve the crew since all the experience got is really, valuable. So he just needs to bait Vonivan into destroying the Sherman for him, because then he's going to lose it no matter what. So he can at least that way save the crew, get it back, and then just pop it into another Sherman. So immediately gets a fresh veteran Sherman out there. Bloody ingenious. It just needs to be better just pushing out more tanks. Like I say, at 3 Shermans, which he could have. He could have probably done a lot more damage there. You also need to hit the field and the victory point there. Vonivan is clearly installing here for the command panther. Well, that's kind of his own option, his only option there. With the current situation and the current ruthless tactics being enacted against him by TwistedTootsy. I mean, this is just crazy and amazing. It's crazy amazing. Grabbing the eastern fuel point there with a few re-echelons. Folks are setting out there for the fatherland straight into the re-echelons. Sherman there with his Fultz Grenadiers. Ooh, the Kenner and the Sherman need to fall back, And there you go, got another Sherman away there for TwistedTootsy. But he's starting to slowly lose the lead. He's got over Vonivan, and again, partly just losing those 2 Shermans like he did. I think TwistedTootsy got a bit too bolty there, and that's allowed Vonivan to slowly hedge his way back into the game. But again, really stubborn, solid defense there by Vonivan. Nerves of absolutely ice-cold Kruppsteel. Impressive as well, if not quite nearly as, visually impressive as, clearing out a flak emplacement with a forward fighting position and then stealing the flak emplacement. I've never seen that before. Another Sherman out there for TwistedTootsy for America, the 3rd Armored. And there you go, again, as noted, immediately pops in the crew there so he can get himself a veteran 2 Sherman. I mean, this is just absolutely astounding. This is someone actually playing the Americans as they were intended, at least with that department. I mean, I really cannot stress enough how just amazing it is to see someone actually doing that. It's really some high level skill with the Americans in that way. Again, the problem is he's just really cocky. But again, to the extent that makes him also kind of amazing. But he loses some of his stuff because he gets way overconfident at times, it seems. In the east, we got the troops moving up. They're pushing the pressure down. Vonivan's eastern side, we got Samex being dug in there. Lots of kidnappers as Vonivan realizes he's going to need a lot more rockets to stop this. There you go, folks, is being blasted party with the Shermans out in the open. Close to a wipe, they're close to a wipe. Oh! 27 kills on that crew. Need to fall back there with the Sherman's actually trying to take out Vonivan's headquarters. Oh, this just keeps on. And he's actually pretty close to do. He has to fall back due to the present amount of tank weapons and infantry rushing in here, but still, he's got it down to less than half health. They need some armor support in the east, I think, right now. I also think some finding positions here while he was ahead on the eastern side could also have been beneficial for TwistedTootsy at certain stages. Filters up in the riflemen are Kevin, they've spotted and retreats, and we got Luke Step hitting veteran Italy. Good work there by Vonivan. He's also getting pretty close to the command path, at which point he can sort of get, I think, really push things through. He's actually pushing reasonably back against TwistedTootsy. Again, the fact he's trying to push in with the Shermans in just, you know, without any sort of infantry support, just left them unable to support the rest of his force. Allowed Vonivan to push back. He's also being to mine the shrubbery. Good work there by Vonivan. Good work. He's gonna do it. He's gonna go for it again. He's gonna try and destroy Vonivan's base. And he's laying down the smoke screen just to help cover against anti-tank weapons. Clever. Oh, so clever. There's still the flak emplacements there, but I mean, if he can get rid of this, all he needs to take out is the Mechanized regiment, and he wins. Oh dear. Need to pull back the Sherman, so there's too many Academy. There's too much damage. He's probably going to lose one Sherman there, I think. Unless he gets a bit lucky. Oh, no, didn't. Still, he's got the command headquarters down. Another easy 8 up for TwistedTootsy. Rifleman returning there, being pushed back. We got another Sherman away there, slowly approaching. Vonivan is just... I'm starting to think, getting a bit paranoid about all of this. Yeah, I think we need to do something about this left flank. I'm starting to have a really bad feeling about this. Alright, that was just getting very animated, that corpse. He's gonna go for it again, though. He's gonna go for it again. This time the Vonivan is ready. I mean, this is kind of the problem. Keep repeating this type of tactic, like the opponent will catch on to it. So in this, I would think he needs to switch up to attack elsewhere. I mean, it's great he keeps up the pressure in a sense, but he's kind of making it too easy for Vonivan to defend against him right now. So I definitely think he needs to change it up there. And no, he's committed. He is absolutely 100% committed to it. Pretty risky there, though, I think, by TwistedTootsy. Other Sherman in the east here, clearing that German infantry. Almost got the headquarters fixed again. I'm kind of surprised I can repair this up fully. So if I had to be just replacing this thing, I mean, how are we going to fix this? Oh, you know, we just use some tape. Some tape? Yeah, it works. Another Academy for what? We got the Command Panther out here, though. And he's trying another fighting position. At the same time, though, again, and this is basically what this actually does have a sort of purpose. I mean, it just draws everything of Vonivan back to the base to defend it, allowing TwistedTootsy and then just sweep into the east. And he's stealing that Academy as well. Oh, Vonivan, he is just not having it easy. Not getting it easy at all. Like TwistedTootsy is just twisted. Rifle grenades off against the machine gun. He's going to risk losing it. Two TwistedTootsy Shermans and rifle grenades, even as he's pushing hard up the east as well. 227 and 362. Whew. Come on, Panther setting out. Got the looks moving up. He's going to get rifle grenaded, though. He's going to get rifle grenaded. But the command path out, the one Sherman can't take it out. But it's going to force Vonivan to be more careful with the looks until he gets it fixed. And now as all this is happening, he's pushing in again for the base. But we can see again, Vonivan is ready. He is ready. Laying down smoke screens, but he should have done anything more preemptively. And he's, I think, again, being a bit too obvious about this, so he can even just, you know, attack ground because he knows where the Shermans are going to be. Oh, he's going to lose the ace! Oh, he doesn't! 40 kills, by the way. 40 kills. Sherman here going for the Panther, flanking it. Rifle moving up here, then into tank Rifle grenade. I think, honestly, she just send all the Shermans all of a sudden here to try and, you know, swarm the Panther, taking out, lost an infantry squad, probably down here in the base. Right now, it doesn't have the resource because, again, he was, I think, too overcommitted there. I think he got too overconfident, ability to quickly clear it up. But again, if Vonivan just, you know, keeps some sort of minimal defense mines up, they can make it a lot more painful for TwistedTootsy just in that direction. But again, that's a real interest to strike the rest of the map. Oh no! He wiped TwistedTootsy's vehicle crew while they were repairing the Sherman! And there we go, veteran, he turned the Sherman, of course, gets a rifle crew into it, needs the capital, he's trying to get that. Looks. Smoking down. Shermans there being fixed up, almost good to go there for TwistedTootsy. Of course, he's got a spare vehicle crew there from, again, the other one had to pop out. Nice work there by Twisted. 362 was on 86. Taking down there for Vonivan. And the 116th Panzer Division Windhund as TwistedTootsy and the 3rd Armored Division just keeps rolling out those Shermans. Sending in those Shermans, those folks could be in a lot of trouble. Of course, eventually 376 from the Sherman with all the bonuses there has a very high rate of fire, as you can see there, very high rate of fire. But Ken of Lands in the Command Panther. He needs to get all, I think, 4 Shermans out of though. There we go, nice work there, but Vonivan gets good, and the Ace Sherman crew there, 41 kills, absolutely outstanding work there with the Sherman. He's trying to go for that, looks, he gets it, and he's careful around the Panther. Still Pioneer still almost being knocked as well here with the Shermans, but Kenworth moving up, almost got it, but the Ace gets away. 174 versus 362.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Command Panther rolling out. And there you go, 4 Shermans. Out for TwistedTootsy versus 1 Command Panther for Vonivan. At this stage, you probably consider taking up, and we didn't consider just setting up spare Panther corps here to make it harder for TwistedTootsy to roll into his base.
Enemies are swarming one of our
Oh dear, gave away itself a position to the fighting position there. That's good. And sending in the Sherman to deal with the Interloper. Command Panther being forced back to the front line. Vonivan's beleaguered infantry is finding a desperate fight here against TwistedTootsy's troops. Ace Academy for Hero Academy of the Command Panther lands a decent hit in the Sherman, forcing it back, but he's close to losing his Hero Academy. He loses a Fulton squad here to the Sherman Ace. 47 kills! Like, really, 76 from the Shermans can be absolutely nasty, particularly preserve it well. 47 kills!
One of our fighting positions is sustaining
Trying to roll against, he's straight into the fighting position. I think he's just using them as bait for Lekadnev, except Lekadnev isn't in range. It's like he's just throwing away the troops. Got one of the Shermans, very good. Oh, abandoned, but he just finished it off. Very good work, I think, there for Vonivan. No point in trying to save that one. Panther's getting close eventually too. There we go, almost got it. Troops dying there in front of the 5th Cav machine gun. Vonivan doesn't care. Can we retreat? No, I just keep dying.
Enemies are swarming one
Oh, I lost a unit. That was a bit wasteful, to be honest, by Vonivan. Got the fighting position though, but getting just a wipe that's big there for TwistedTootsy. Big. I mean, that Ace Sherman. And we got a regular Sherman on the way now. Just beginning to run out of infantry, definitely need to be careful there. And of course, as he begins to force Vonivan to draw more troops towards these, he can then maybe make a sudden swing towards Vonivan's base again, begin destroying stuff very rapidly if he plays his cards correctly. If. I mean, that's the sort of move what he should be doing in suddenly make him pay all attention to these and then make a massive all in for the base to finish it off. Ah! But good work there, nonetheless, preserving the crew there. Very good work there by TwistedTootsy. And again, it's really good when the American player can actually understand that pursuing the crew is actually pretty big, and again, it's a really big advantage if done correctly. Eventually turn the Command Panther, he's going to lose another Sherman, he's going to have to pop out, there we go. And like, if Vonivan doesn't want to clear it out, you know, he can just repair it. Oh, Oh, he did it! He did it! He timed it! Oh, sneaky. He's running out of Shermans. Pulling back his AC. Vonivan's Command Panther's in hot pursuit there. Need to remember to retreat the Crossroads. Doesn't matter if he's preserved it. Got the kidnap for the Command Panther. 10 kills for the fatherland. I think he's down to just 176 was shown by now, to be honest. That is less good here for TwistedTootsy. Less good. Now the looks on the way there for Vonivan. Lieutenant finding out here where the full's gonna is. Heavy firepower with double BRs and a Thompson. And Vonivan's coming into double looks. He just made it through the infinite space, relying on the Panther to fight all the Shermans, considering the way the TwistedTootsy are using them. Not a bad idea as such. There you go, 2 Shermans. If he's not using the veteran crew there on the Sherman, I think he'd do that. Would make a lot of sense, to be honest, so maybe forgot about it. Maybe there's just so much going on that TwistedTootsy forgot, maybe. Hard to say that. 49 kills. Could soon hit 50 kills on that ace. There we go, 50 kills. 50. Well, at least you can use the vehicle crews to recruit, you know, some of the abandoned anti-tank ones there from Vonivan and just turn them against Vonivan. That'd be pretty good. Panther falling back with 12 kills. Puma on the way to Vonivan, perhaps realising he can't just rely on the Lucas effect due to all the Shermans. Fixing up, and yeah, looks like he's going to pop in a more veteran crew there. Well, again, I do think he should have a kidnapped up against all the vehicles that Vonivan's churning out against him. 164 versus 318. Luke's been hit straight into the kidnap for the 51 kills and an ace. 51, that's a true hero. That's a Medal of Honor recipient. Troops in enforcing. Nope, doesn't pop the veteran crew in there. Maybe there's a mistake. Maybe it wasn't. But I figure the way he's trying to preserve these veteran crews, you know, try and get them into his tanks, like he did with that one. But maybe he just feels like it isn't worth it with this one. Maybe. It's hard to say exactly what TwistedTootsy is thinking, but I mean, whew. Puma moving out, the kidnap setting up. There we go. Oh, misses. At the same time, oh, the Sherman misses as well. There we go. Almost got the Puma. They wrap with this. Sherman hitting with the Fultz gun. It is 50 cap almost done. Trying to get the Puma there, and doesn't look taking hits. Oh, he's going to get rushed here. Sherman falling back. Panther blitzing after it. Switching over to armor, piercing around to the damage engine in the Panther, but he can't, I think, quite deal with it. And there go, damage engine on the other Sherman. TwistedTootsy can go for another 76 member Sherman. They might want to consider Jackson, to be honest, with the Command Panther out. And then popping in a veteran crew there. We shall see what it ends up with there for TwistedTootsy. There we go, he is going for the Jackson, he is going for it. Rather than just, with no cover, they're just being obliterated here by the looks of the Command Panther. Plus, you're still positive 3 with a BAR. In fact, they're about to get to 4. Which with a BAR is going to be absolutely hell there for TwistedTootsy's infantry. Sigurdson's actually getting kind of short on it. Sherman setting out there. Going straight for the Fultz Grenadiers. 51 kills still. 52. Got the other Sherman moving out, and the Fultz Grenadiers getting absolutely pummeled out in the open. Another looks for Vonivan. Relying primarily on light reconnaissance vehicles supported by Command Panthers from infantry. McKenna's going to get spotted here. It's going to get wiped. There we go. Looks down. Pumal's in trouble. Almost got it. Command Panther moves in. Jackson ready. Easily bypassed the McKenna. Can he bypass the Jackson? He might lose the... Oh, he might lose the ace. Quick turn around the corner. Oh, he is going to get flanked by the Jackson now. There we go. There we go. He's going to go in for the Panther. I think the Ken opens up. Oh, dear. Close, but can't quite seem to finish the deal here. A bit of bad luck for TwistedTootsy versus Vonivan's Command Panther. Close to veteran 3. Good hit. Good hit. Still, most of his vehicle pool there is heavily damaged. We need to fix up everything as fast as possible and then push it back here against Vonivan. And get out some more armor as soon as possible as well. Plus some infantry, I think will do him a lot of good. And he probably should see if he can't stuff one of his more veteran crews in, I think, into the Jackson to gain it some more experience fast. So he can use the HVAC rounds as fast as possible. Also just get to higher levels of veterans, which is going to make him much better as the Command Panther. Fighting in the Western Essence with 13 kills and a couple of BARs. Then we got another Puma for Vonivan. Again, he needs to put more pressure on those Shermans and that Jackson. Grenade assault off. Lieutenant sweeps in. Looks to the rescue here though. Looks to the absolute rescue. Got the Sherman sending out. Jackson is good to go. Need to be careful he doesn't feed it piecemeal because Vonivan's force is already more combat ready, so this could be very much a thing that can be for TwistedTootsy. Something to be careful with the Jackson recruit. He's popping in his ace crew into it. I mean, that's never going to hurt the Panther. That's never going to hurt that. Yeah, he's about to lose the Sherman and of course rush it in without any support. That's definitely, I think, a poor move there by TwistedTootsy. A miscalculation. He might even lose to Jackson, in which case he loses ace crew, which would be pretty bad here. I think he needs to pop it out. Oh! And the tank round grenade there on the Panther. He might get it. Veteran 4, but it's going to go down inside TwistedTootsy's base. Main gun is out. Main gun is out. Oh! Almost got the Puma as well. There we go. Another ace tank crew is out here for TwistedTootsy. Puma escapes. Unit though wiped out. He's barely got any infantry left. I mean, he's mostly got vehicle crews now, which is actually a situation the Germans found themselves on the Eastern Front at times where they just had more vehicle crews than other stuff, so they had to use them as spare infantry. Sending in the other Puma. And again, he's using every vehicle crew to repair there. He's not sending in the Super Ace crew, but it doesn't really matter. It's just taking through most of the Vonivan stuff. There you go, gets the looks. But there you go, Ken Valani got hit, need to fall back with the Sherman. Oh, so close. This is one hell of an intense match. Another Jackson with TwistedTootsy. I think at this stage we'll probably just get away with more Shermans, to be honest, rather than Jacksons. Since it's mostly infantry, like Ken Mevers right now from him. Of course, the Pumas might warrant the Jackson. But then again, he had 2 veterans, 3 Jacksons, which I think would put enough pressure there on Vonivan. Mines being laid down, very good decision, I think, there. But TwistedTootsy also needs more infantry badly. Like right now, Vonivan's got a decent mix of infantry, whereas TwistedTootsy doesn't, and that does give the Vonivan some more advantages long term. Whereas TwistedTootsy can try to pull ahead. He's also got a ton of munitions. He really should spend some of that on different things. He really should be spending that on certain things. Ah, no, he lost his Sherman. He lost it. He got a Puma, but he's got so little left now. He's got so much munitions as well. You could easily afford, I think, some BAS and the vehicle crews just to help them more versus all Vonivan stuff. I mean, that is making, I think, a bit more combat worthy. Another looks there, Jackson out. Yeah, he's going to pop in his ace crew into that. 133 from 263. Jackson there, the ace Jackson again. I really have to, take my hat off of a hat one for TwistedTootsy because he's the, I think, only player seeing just consistently using the vehicle crew mechanic properly. And again, using just, boost where he needs to get boosted. So really good work there, though he's about to hit a mine with it, so that's less impressive. Go vehicle crew, they heroically sacrificed themselves, so possibly a bit unknowing. 50 carb's going to help a bit here, though. Finally going for more rifling, very good there for TwistedTootsy, finally. 255 versus 133. Luke's arriving. And we got more riflemen there finally around. They need to get upgraded BRs. And again, I really think you should just upgrade the vehicle crews either with BRs or with bazookas, just something to put more pressure on. Plus, that way they just gain more experience when they finally get to tanks for them. They can just get them in and just get the tanks very much more experience as well. To maybe create some bazooka teams using it. Good hit from the Jackson and the Looks. Puma setting out. With Look support, 5th guard needs to fall back. TwistedTootsy, I think Zoke's sending a bit, but there you go. Jackson ambushes the Puma. Still needs to get it out of there. Up north, Rifleman forcing away a lot of Vonivan's troops. Healing reinforcements, still next to BRs and the crews. We've got the fresh Rifle Squad moving in. Oh dear, he's about to lose the Jackson if he's not very careful. It'll be an absolute loss there for TwistedTootsy. I don't think one he can afford. You could also consider researching grenades, maybe. Would help what little infantry he's got. No upgrades on the vehicle crews. Sweeping westward to grab territory there. 437, it's under 33. And he's just not upgrading them. He's just not upgrading them. Which I do feel is a bit of a shame and possibly a mistake there. I mean, he's got a lot of munitions. And we got a half drag out. Oh dear. I mean, he's obviously going to pop a vehicle in there and then just use the assault unit as something else. But he's getting aggressive here again. Oh dear. Something stirring within TwistedTootsy's twisted maze of a mind. Big push here. I do think some additional BRs and the vehicle crews would help out a ton. Still, then he's got a lot of firepower as the footage just outmaneuvered them. And they're just being murdered in a matter of seconds. Half-tech rolls in. And they got soldiers with a BR and a flamethrower. And there you go, we could see a wipe. The still needs to be careful, doesn't get hit by a light vehicle and destroyed. Again, everything is spotted. Oh dear, he might lose it. Yup. Bit of a shame there for TwistedTootsy. Bit of a shame. Great though for Vonivan, great. Good hit of a kidnap from the Jackson. Troops hanging about here. Almost got the centre victory point back here.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
The Rifleman push back. What an absolutely insane fight. Absolutely insane.
It's being overrun.
Troops moving away in the west.
Supply line is cut. Germans are making a push.
50 cavalry setting out. 133 versus 201. Mines being laid down here by Vonivan. 200 points left here for TwistedTootsy. Again, sneaking out like Jackson again. It's the ace, the hero, Kidnapper. Nice work there by Vonivan. They're finding themselves suddenly in front of a eventually 250 caliber very close, plus the Rifleman. Could see a wipe there for Vonivan, which would be quite tragic at this stage. He's also getting very close to the second Command Panther, which could very well be the end of TwistedTootsy as his resources beginning to run out, and he's basically just, to an extent, running in fumes. He's trying to close out the fight, but his force composition has been in such a disorder that he's just not able to do it, I think. I mean, he could surprise, but yeah, he's about to lose his ace Jackson with the ace crew. Oh, shot bounced off the Jackson's arm. You don't see that happen very often. Crew, the wreckage of the Look saves the Puma from a hit, and there we go. Ace Jackson crew, the heroes of, I don't know, Detroit, have been annihilated here by Vonivan's Puma. Another half drag out. A last gambit here, I think, for TwistedTootsy in the third armament, but I think it's safe to say at this stage, it's GG. An absolutely insane fight here with TwistedTootsy again, but a few bad calls here and there rather, I think, allowed Vonivan to claw his way back into the fight. And there you go, TwistedTootsy surrenders. GG, game over. Heavy casualties. I mean, we're looking at, well, somewhere around the 450 range. Like, lots of damage, lots of kills there. TwistedTootsy many times were very close, but I think at times he got overconfident, a bit arrogant, And I think just a bit too stubborn as well about just wanting to try to finish. If he'd just been able to think, I switch from here to there, then do a lot of damage, then switch back here, maybe then try and finish off. And now it's basic Pro could do 8% forces better, not bleed out so hard, but also the better chance of destroying the base. But really a lot of aggressive, but also really clever moves from TwistedTootsy in the early mid game. The problem was just after the mid game, he sort of slowly fell apart there. And that just allowed Vonivan to claw his way back, partly because Vonivan maintained a better infantry ratio to the rest of his force, whereas TwistedTootsy lost infantry and never replaced until the very end. Plus, his munitions wasn't used efficiently. He could have laid down a lot of mines, for example. He could have, done a lot of things with the munitions. So there are definitely things TwistedTootsy can improve on towards the late game there. But overall, really great play there. Some really clever play, and again, I really admire the way he uses the vehicles. That's absolutely outstanding stuff. I mean, 2 thumbs up to TwistedTootsy. Even if, he lost the match, he's won my admiration. So, thumbs up there. Vonivan, of course, did really well. I mean, most players would have crumbled under this very easily. I mean, really good work by Vonivan holding, his, position and defending it to the last bullet, to the last man for the fatherland. I mean, that's also damn impressive. Of course, it just doesn't look nearly as flashy as the guy who's doing all the stuff, but it's still impressive to be able to defend against it, because I'm pretty sure a lot of players would have failed us. I mean, again, absolutely amazing match, and again, just outstanding stuff. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell friends, share it with everyone. And if you don't like, of course, feel free to comment, like, share, all that. Links in the video description as well. We can also donate or pledge on Patreon if you wish to support me at the Propagandacast. Allow me to keep doing this day after day. So if you want to, again, do feel free to donate or pledge. This is Imperial Link saying cheers to you all, wonderful audience, and hope to see you all tomorrow again. Bye.